everybody. Thank you so much for showing up at all, showing up on time. We have a friend I just met about 5 minutes ago on the leaderboard. Yosef is joining us for his first ride ever. So if this is also your first ride ever, you're taking this on demand. First of all, a live ride for your first ride is pretty aggressive. Right, there's some people who still taking on demand, still taking replays. Maybe it's because of their schedule, but I'm also sure there's a fraction of people who just don't want to do it because they might be a little bit intimidated by the leaderboard. So shouts out to anyone who is doing this today, especially if you're doing it with other people. And I want to encourage you to continue to take some rides live. There's just so much more to experience. To be honest, even taking this beginner ride, if you're taking it on demand, you might miss out on a couple of things. You might miss out on the races. You might miss out on some of the emojis that I put up on the screen. So make sure that you do your best to jump into a live ride with us at some point. I know that a lot of us are here for the first time, so I'm going to say this and it's not going to make any sense to you. So I'm going to explain it to you. I want us to go to resistance 1. All that means is that you drop your resistance as low as you need to drop it and then get your legs moving. All right, resistance 1, as low as you need to drop it and then get your legs moving. Song number 1 starts right now. Let's go. So listen, there are 3 things that we want to keep in mind for all Motosumo rides. Here they are. You have 2 positions, you have 4 resistance levels, and you have 4 RPM zones. Now, resistance 1 is the first direction that I gave you. So resistance 1 can be kind of imagined or pictured like this. You're outside, you're going for a jog, there's no wind, it's not windy, it's not rainy, there's no overcast, there's no nothing like that. It's just you and yourself on a path to wherever you want to go to. Now your RPMs, in order from fastest to slowest, are red, yellow, green, and blue. Each of them have like a range. Each of them have a range, right, where the color will change, right? A point in which the color will change. So right now, green, maybe yellow is fine. Green, maybe yellow is fine. Anywhere between 70 and 109 RPMs will keep you between green and yellow. On a scale of 1 to 10, you should feel like you're working at a 5 or a 6. Last but not least, seated and climbing. Position 1 and position 2. We'll talk about position 2 a little later on. Let's increase our speed just a little bit. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now some of you will see your color change. Some of you will see the RPM go from blue to green. Some of you will see it go from green to yellow. Others of you will see it stay green, but you'll see your number increase. So you might go from 72 to 84. That's fine. Always begin your workouts, any workout, not only this one, but any workout, with practicing good breath. Every single workout should begin with practicing good breath. So actually controlling your inhales and exhales. You have 8, 6, we're slowing down. In 3, 2, 1, relax. Good, you have 45 seconds before we go to our next resistance level, and I'm going to briefly talk about this. Let's imagine that I have a bike from McDonald's. Let's imagine that Yosef has a bike from Chick-fil-A, and let's imagine that another imaginary person has a bike from Taco Bell. Well, each of those companies will make their bike a little bit different, right? One might have a little knob that you turn. Another might have a little like lever that increases or decreases your resistance. And then the other bike might have a digital number system that increases and decreases your resistance. So that's why we say resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3, resistance 4, because there's no real numerical way, right, other than that, for us to explain it. No amount of turns, no amount of pushes, anything like that. So increase your resistance until you literally feel, maybe you have to close your eyes, and you should be able to imagine yourself running into a headwind. Or if you like parachutes, maybe, running with a parachute on your back that's trying to hold you back a little bit. Maybe running through sand if you're a person who's been on a beach before, right? Walking or running in sand. That's what resistance 2 should feel like. Get ready for your second burst of speed. 30 seconds. Anything faster, it should be more challenging to get to where you got the first time. Don't touch your resistance. Red timer on our screen. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. There we go. 8, 7, 6, 5. We're immediately going to resistance 3. Dallas, what's resistance 3? Imagine yourself going up some kind of an incline. Let's go. So resistance 3, we want to slow down anywhere between 60 and 75. I recommend for your first time getting a little bit closer to 60 than 75. So again, imagine yourself literally climbing up some kind of an incline, or maybe doing like a leg press at the gym, right? Something like that, or maybe a barbell squat, something like that, where it takes a whole lot of strength, a whole lot of power as well. Get ready for position 2. Hands go toward the end of your handlebars, butt come out of your seat. Butt comes out of your seat. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. It should feel excellent now to stretch your legs. So there's one more thing that we want to visit before we get into the meat of our workout. We've talked about resistances 1, 2, and 3. Now resistance 4, I describe it usually 2 ways. You are either literally trying to push something, right? Imagine yourself trying to push something, or a little simpler, it's the heaviest resistance that you can do at that given moment. Resistance 4 for 45 seconds. Let's go. Everybody turn your resistance up. Resistance 4 for 45 seconds. So what do I mean by push something? Imagine that you were, again, on a run outside, right? Jogging outside, and you have your nice ear pods on, you have your hat, and all those other kinds of things. And then you look over, and you see a little old lady stranded on the side. Her car's run out of gas. So now you have to help her, right? Push her car 300 meters up the road to the gas station. She just ran out. That's what you can imagine. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Everybody take a seat. We are taking a 75-second recovery. So if you need a sip, if you need a dab, you take it now. And we are now entering the meat portion of the ride. What does that mean? That means I'm going to get a little more specific, even more specific, with the directions than I have been. I'm gonna let you know how long things are going to last. Your rest and your work. We're gonna be transitioning. We're gonna be using colors. We're gonna be using numbers. The beginner ride is all about just getting comfortable, right? Learning. I remember when I was in 8th grade, I took geometry. Yeah, I was taking algebra 2. I forget, I was taking one of those math classes. I'm pretty sure it was geometry though. And the only way I was able to get better was literally by just doing it. Like, that's how you get better at math. You just do it. You just literally just do it. It's practice, repetition. And that's how this is going to make more sense to you. Eventually, you're going to know exactly where you need to put your resistance to feel resistance 3. Are you going to know exactly how fast your legs need to move to get to the yellow RPM zone? But it's going to take a little bit of practice. All right, here we go. Back out of our seat. Resistance 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Round number 1, 15 seconds. Round number 2, 30 seconds. Round number 3, 45 seconds. Here's round number 1, 15 seconds. How fast can you go out of your seat? Let's do it. I'm not looking for 99. I'm honestly not even looking for 90. I'm just looking for you to feel comfortable out of your seat for 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Get ready for round number 2. We're doing that again. Again, this is repetition. Is how this is going to, it's how we're gonna get better and more comfortable at this. Round number 2, 30 seconds. Let's be more specific. Can I see 70 RPMs? The answer is yes. Let's do it. Go! Work from your abs and your hips. $15 more. I want to give you another little life tip. It is okay to tell people no. So when you have to sit, I want you to sit. 5, 3, we're sitting together. 1, drop down. Uh-oh, you have one more round. The third and final round, though, is going to be out of our seat. So it'll be in our seat, not out of our seat. So the third and final round is going to be in our seat, 45 seconds, power pushing. Resistance there. Again, I'm not looking for 99. I do want you to try the green RPM zone. Get ready. We will be dropping our resistance down after this 45-second drill, starting in 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, let's go. Take a look at the top of your screen. You will see a 45-second red timer. The red timer always means it's time to work. The green timer always means rest. And remember, don't use the emojis for the instructor or the coach. Use the emojis for the other people who might be taking these classes with you, to motivate them, to inspire them. If you know that it inspires you, it probably inspires someone else when they see you put it up. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 10 seconds. If you can't go faster, you might be at resistance 4, not resistance 3. You have 3, 2, 1. Good job. You have another 75-second recovery. Let all the bad air out. If you need water or towel, you take it. Yosef, we are going down to resistance 1 or 2. So we should be imagining ourselves on some type of flat road, flat surface, something. All right, something that just goes straight, no incline. Once we get to resistance 1 or 2, our RPMs will also begin to increase to a minimum of 75. Minimum of 75 while we recover. And let me show you something for these last 30 seconds. Like I said, we have red timers, that means time to work. This green timer right here means recovery. Every single time, the green timer means recovery. All right, my friends. I need everyone to join me at a minimum of 70, maximum of 90 on your personal RPM. Minimum 70, maximum 90. Let's go. Now remember what 70 to 90 feels like, because we will be revisiting 70 to 90 a little later on in the ride. If you ever find it challenging to pick up your speed or slow down, it's probably because you haven't adjusted your resistance enough. And again, that can be a little bit of a process to learn, right? Because we like to do little small turns. sometimes you're gonna have to do bigger turns or bigger increases, right, than you think, or decreases than you think. Get ready to go from 70 to 90 to 80, 100. We're taking our time, increasing our speed. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2. Our minimum goal is 80. Let's go. Some of you should be beginning to see and feel the yellow RPM zone. Yes. You have just one more burst of speed. I just want to give it to you. I just want to see if you want to take it. Minimum 90, maximum 110. Now remember, 110 is our red RPM zone. Red does not mean heart rate. It doesn't mean you're working harder than you would be if you were at 95. It is just the color. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 45 seconds. How close can we get to 110? How close can we get to the red RPM zone? And can we just tease ourselves with it? Or can we just get there for a moment? Can we get there for a second and a half? It's a rhetorical question that you will answer with your effort and with your body to yourself. "30 seconds down, 15 seconds left. Finish it. Almost there. I'll take that 100. We have 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, done. Beautiful job. You have another 75-second recovery. And again, relax, breathe, feel good. Relax, breathe, feel good. I want you to keep your resistance light for just a little while longer. All right, keep it light for a little while longer. We want to stay at a minimum green RPM, no blue, minimum green RPM. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, and all inanimate objects, we have 2 sprints before we go heavy again. Here's the deal. The first one is a little preliminary round. So it's just something to kind of test the waters a little bit and see where we can get to. 3, 2, let's go. Something preliminary. This is why I want to do this now, with the music just kind of quiet so you don't have any stress, or you don't feel pressure, or you don't feel overwhelmed. 15. All right, Joseph, listen and listen closely. Your screen is about to change a little bit. I want you to know this is not about competition. This is about showing you every single thing that we have to offer here. 3, 2, 1, relax. If you take a look at the bottom of your screen, you should see that the color has changed. Anytime you see this happen and you see the get ready thing, it means that it's time to race here at Motosumo. Now, the racing does not always mean, right, that we're racing one against another. There are teams. And sometimes we can even create a goal for us all to get to together. All right? So with that being said, let's just see what happens when we do it. Let's go. This is how it works. You have 2 teams, right? 1 red, 1 blue. 1 red, 1 blue. $15 more. By the way, I saw your distance go negative before it went positive. And that usually means that it's not tracking the RPM, or something is not being tracked as well as it could be. 3, 2, 1, Good job. So if you continue to have that kind of issue or problem where you see that the RPM is not being picked up appropriately, then please reach out to our support team. Ask them any questions. Maybe they'll be able to help you. All right, this is support@motosumo.com. Support@motosumo.com. I'll try to repeat that at the end. All right, here we go. Minimum 70, maximum 90. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Minimum 70, maximum 90. P who? Never said that name before, but I hope I pronounced it right. Thank you for joining us, even if it's for only 30 seconds. Thank you so much for joining us at all. Listen, everybody, minimum 70, maximum 90 on your personal RPM. We're working on our strength endurance here. All right, so stay seated and stay between 70 and 90. We're increasing our resistance every 20 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I love the early use of emojis. Jumping in here, using emojis. I love that. No matter what the emojis are, even if it was this one, I would still love it. Resistance up. 3, 2, let's go. I want everyone here to be a grown-up. When you can no longer increase resistance, don't. All right, just ride, just grind, just dance. Resistance up. Again, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, you have one more opportunity to increase your resistance after this. I'm looking for small increases. The leaderboard is in the right zone. Everyone is between 70 and 90. Keep up the good work, leaderboard. Last increase. 5, 3, 1. If you can, turn it up. Did you not hear? And he's taking over and we got the whole shop. Yeah, her she wanna know me better, but I'm on the top 10. 75-second recovery for the final time. In 3, 2, 1. Relax. This is your last time with this long 75-second recovery. I want to talk to you about the color that you see behind me. The purple color always represents the last 10 minutes or less of the workout. Anytime you see purple, that's what it means. Great for you, we don't even have 5 minutes left, okay? So use this purple color every single time you see it as a means to dig deep, to find the extra reserve of energy on the inside of you. I know that some of us are ready to get out of our seat. We are all ready to slow down, as we've already done. We're getting out of our seat in approximately 25 seconds. All right, 25 seconds. All right, here we go. 60s on our RPM, blue RPM zone. Position 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Remember, no stress, no worry, no nothing like that. Focus and drive. For the final time today, I want to give you an opportunity to work your resistance. You have 2 more drills today. Here is your second to last drill. It is going to be a 60-second resistance challenge. 1 minute on the screen, all resistance. If you have resistance 3, fine. If you can challenge yourself with resistance 4, even better. 1 minute starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Your legs might start to shake here towards the end. You might start to get a little weak. You might feel the back of your legs really start to burn, the back of your thigh, to be a little bit more specific, where your hamstring, where what is called your hamstring is located. Find it, work through it. Almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. Keep it up. You have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bang. Great job, great job, great job. Listen, drop the resistance down. Get your legs moving. Drop your resistance all the way down to 1. Get your legs moving. We have one final thing to do. I am all about, by the end of the ride, you feeling successful. That's my thing. I'm not here, all right, to hear, OMG, so hard. All right, OMG, you're so energetic. OMG, you look great on the bike. This isn't about me. This is about you getting whatever it is that you want to get out of the workout. With that being said, hands to handlebars and get ready. If you want more resistance, you take more resistance. If you want more speed, you take more speed. If you want more both, you take more both. 30 seconds and we're done. 3, 2, 1, let's go, go, go. Use this last 30-second red timer to achieve, to accomplish, to receive whatever it is that you're looking to receive out of it. Gerda, I'm gonna call you G. Thank you so much, because it might be Gerda. Thank you so much for joining us for these last few seconds. Motivating Yosef. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done, done, and done. Beautiful job, everybody. This pink color behind me now represents that the ride is over. It's time to cool down. It's time to relax. It's time to breathe. It's time to take our time. All right, so continue to allow your legs to move while dropping your resistance down. Yosef, I'm glad that you feel strong. I hope that things were communicated well enough for you today. Hope I did not confuse you too much. Hopefully didn't confuse you at all. But if I did happen to confuse you a little bit, continue to take these rides, right? And listen, try this too. Try taking a ride that's not a beginner ride, so that the person is not even approaching the ride as if we're trying to communicate to a new person, all right? And then it'll probably feel a lot more natural. You know, probably feel a lot more, a little easier to digest. But listen, thank you so much. When you're ready, let's do a couple of stretches. We have a little bit of time. We got just over a minute. Hands toward the end of the handlebars, butt back over your seat. Calves and hamstrings, get a good stretch. Switch sides, opposite foot forward. Hips forward, arching your back. Don't be afraid to let your neck drop. You need it to. Switch sides. Same idea. And then feel free, again, to just take a seat, drop your butt down. I'm going to give everyone a big round of applause for working as hard as you did today. Remember, follow us on Motosumo. I'm sorry, on Instagram, @Motosumo. Join the Facebook page so that you can find someone to do these workouts with, or find partners and friends to work out with. I will see you all when I see you. Have a fantastic weekend. Yosef, again, final shout out to you. Thank you so much for doing this essentially alone today. All right, and I'll see you all when I see you. Thank you.